What's up, guys? This is Chris from Extractor Depot and Extractor Pros again, and it is Tech Tip Tuesday number 31. Today we're going to talk a little bit about variables that affect cannabis extraction before it gets to the extractor generally. These are things that the extractor doesn't really have control over. These are things that the plant has already came this way to the extractor, so there's a few variables that kind of already ruin the quality, and the extractor can only do so much to salvage what he's working with, right? First things first, you can harvest early or late, and this will actually dictate the color of your extract. We're not talking about anything with any CRC treatment or any sort of media treatment. We're talking about just a raw extract. Harvesting early will get you naturally a very blonde extract, sometimes even a white extract at the cost of the yield, obviously, because the plant is very immature still. If you harvest a little later, you're gonna get more of a red extract, a little bit more orangey, darker extract at the end of the day. There's just the resin has been able to oxidize a little bit on the plant, and so that's generally just how the resin color is. The next thing is going to be how it was dried. Now, you can dry a plant a little too quickly, and what this basically does is loosens up a lot of the chlorophyll that's on the plant. Usually the plant dries quickly because it is in a warm environment, maybe in a very dry and warm environment, and what happens is the water actually has time to extract the chlorophyll that is within the plant and basically settle on the plant. And so now when the extractor comes to extract it, even the color may be okay, but the chlorophyll will contaminate the end product and generally gives off one of two things, a like pickle vinegar kind of flavor, which is an odd one. And then it also gives off like a hay flavor. So if you've tasted these in any of the extracts, which a lot of people might have in their dabbing career, would know that this is usually from being dried a little bit too quickly or not enough. So that would be, the dry would affect the end quality there. And the last thing is if the crop was harvested for live resin, and this is something we'll get into in a further Tech Tip Tuesday, but basically when you harvest for live resin, it needs to be frozen the entire time up until the extraction. So at any point, if that biomass had the ability to defrost, whether most of the time it's going to be in transportation, but whether it be from handling too slow, a lot of the times I've seen technicians taking their time pulling frozen material out of a freezer and putting it into the machine, and within that time it was like 45 minutes. Ice can thaw out, and that water is actually going to start extracting the chlorophyll that's available on that live plant, and there you go, when you extract it, you're going to have chlorophyll contamination. Those are things that the extractor has really no control over, but the extractor can quote unquote fix these things. We'll call it remediate, because it will never be an optimal product when you start fixing things or a high-end product, but it's great for isolations and it's great for reformulating other things. Those are a couple things that can affect the extraction there and not be the extractor. So it's just good. It's good to know these things. It's great if you're vertically integrated. Obviously, if you're vertically integrated, you have more control over all of these factors and just a better end product overall consistently. And that's it for Tech Tip Tuesday 30, and we'll see you guys next week.